toy friends. So in this video, we are doing a toy hunt slash something video. It's going to be a weird like mishmash because the toy hunt that I did was really short. So I'm going to kind of supplement it with some background information of some stuff that I saw at the market. So there is a antiques market called Broadway Antique Market, which is about, it's in another neighborhood, but it's about 25-30 minute walk for me from where I am. And this place, it's been around for 30 plus years, I think. And they mostly sell like home furnishing stuff. So there isn't a ton of toys, collectibles that I'm into anyway. So what I did see was very minimal, but I'll show you what I saw, and then I'm gonna like splice in some information about some of the stuff. So yeah, let's just get into it. So yeah, the Maud Millie Finger Ding doll. This is a mouthful, and I didn't realize it was a finger puppet doll when I was at the market, but doing some research, yeah, totally finger puppet, which I guess I didn't realize they made those. I don't know. It's new to me. It's a really fun idea. It's a really fun concept for kids to be able to like play with their dolls with their fingers and make the fingers, you know, make their legs kick or whatever. But yeah, these were made by Remco back in the probably 60s, I believe. And the most interesting part about these dolls is that since they don't have legs, their torso just kind of like ends, like it kind of rounds out, and I don't know, there's something like really like fascinating and a little creepy about that, but it is what it is. It's funny. They do have posable arms, and there were a few lines. This line, so this is the Maud Millie, that's her name, but there's also a Betty Ballerina and Sally Ice Skater. And there were also other lines, I guess, for this. So there was a Finger Ding Animals line with Spunky Monkey, Kitty Kangaroo, and Hilda Hen, of course. There were Flower Kid dolls. There was an Adventure Boy line, which I'm most interested in because these look really cool. Specifically the astronaut one. So there's an astronaut, a cape guy with a skymobile, and a set with a snowmobile. And then there was a kind of like a branded one for the monkeys. If you don't know the monkeys, they were a kind of like Beatles-esque band back in the 50s, 60s, and yeah, they have little figures of them, which is really like intense because they like kind of like their heads are like kind of shrunken down, and they're supposed to look like them a little bit, which I don't know. I'm not that familiar with the monkeys to say like, oh, this is like pretty accurate, but yeah. So Finger Ding dolls, who knew? So this is a Nancy Flatsey doll. I do have, I got my first Flatsey thanks to one of you, which I adore. I also have a cookie, I think it's called like a cookie, like a Flatsey knockoff, I think. Or it might be official Flatsey. I don't think I ever found out that answer, but anyway. Yeah, this is another Flatsey doll, and made by Ideal in 1969. And this is a medium Flatsey. There were different types of Flatseys, but this particular one was a medium one. And it's from the House series. Her name is Nancy, obviously. But there were a bunch of other characters in this line. And they all came in that specific package, in like a frame package with the doll and then in like a scene or whatever. There was Bonnie, Candy, Casey, Cookie, Dewey, Philly, Judy, Nancy, Rally, Sandy, Susie, and Trixie. All 2 syllables. And these were also sold in little lockets, so I guess if you didn't want the entire set, you could just get the doll itself, which is kind of cool. And this is a little Kittle. It came in a Kittle lollipop case. It says it right on the back, but for the life of me, I could not find this particular doll. This was made by Mattel in 1965. They're about 3 inches tall. Yeah, so I don't know if this doll actually goes with this Kittle lollipop. So it may be a situation where they just kind of like marry the two. But I couldn't even find the doll. Like I could find the lollipops with other dolls in them, but I couldn't find this particular doll. So if you know who this doll is, please let me know in the comments below. And then we have another, I don't know who this is. This is probably it's a Kittle. I'm gonna assume it's a Lucky Locket Kittle, maybe, I don't know. Again, if you know who this is, please let me know. Then we have these really interesting Sesame Street boxes. I don't know what these are. I didn't open one up, but they have some really, really cute artwork on them. The one features Cookie Monster, and he is a baker. And then the other one features Bert of Bert and Ernie, and he is an artist. So I'm assuming these were meant to contain things. They're just boxes. They open from the middle there. So yeah. And then we have Sport and Shave Ken here, who has been redressed. Yeah, it's so funny. Ever since I got a Sport and Shave Ken, like I've been seeing him like here and there, and I'm like, I know that Ken, but yeah, I kind of left him be for someone else to enjoy. So this is really interesting. This is the Mini Dragons Maker Pack, and this was made by Mattel in 1967. It is a Thing Maker toy. So Thing Maker is basically like Creepy Crawlies, where you make these like rubbery toys, usually like insects and creepy crawly things that little boys liked in the 60s. So this is meant to work with the Thing Maker. It's like I feel like it's like an accessory pack. Like you kind of like use it with it. So anyway, you make little dragons, which is really cute and fun. And I would love to have played with this as a kid. They also have the Mini Dragons Play Pack and the Mini Dragons on card as well. So here we have some Pee-wee's Playhouse little figurines, which I feel like I've seen these around. I loved Pee-wee. I loved watching Pee-wee's Playhouse as a kid, and I have very specific memories of that. And I love the little action figures, basically, of them. They're really cute. And then you also saw the American Gladiators. I was another show that I was really into as a kid, and I just thought it was a lot of fun. So they had those action figures, and then they had those like Bible figures, which it just cracks me up, but you know, to each their own. But yeah.
Roger. Here comes Ironclaw. What was that? A Zoid. Prepare for battle. Where on earth did you get these super space toys? At RadioShack, they've got out-of-this-world fun at down-to-earth prices. And a complete selection of Earth games and vehicles, each sold separately, batteries not included. Only at RadioShack. Over? Roger.
This RadioShack Armatron, I definitely had this as a kid. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my god, like I had like one of those those memories unlocked in my head, and I was like, oh my god. So this was made by Tony. It was distributed by RadioShack in 1984. And it's literally just like a mechanic arm that you use to like pick things up. It's not super complicated. It's like more like fun. I don't know. Kids love doing stuff like that, I guess. So I do remember enjoying it as a kid, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know what happened to any of my toys, but that thing is pretty big, so I don't know what happened to that, but I remember enjoying playing with it, so. This thing, actually my husband pointed out to me, is an anatomical teaching respiratory model. It's from the 50s. And they would use this in classrooms to teach about, your insides, basically. And I didn't realize this opened until I did some research afterwards. But you can see you got the insides. I don't know. It's cool. I think models like that, like educational models, are so fascinating, and I wouldn't mind having one of those in my home if I had room, number one. But I don't know, I think it's fun. I think it's fun to kind of see the insides of stuff, so I don't know. A lot of what they sell, like I said, is like home furnishing stuff, and I don't know how much like new stuff they get, so I don't know. It's fun. It's cool that I have an antique mall within walking distance, so that's cool. And there are definitely a lot more places in the Chicagoland area that I need to explore. But I just thought I would, show you my first official toy hunt in Chicago. So, thanks for watching as always. And if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. Have a lovely whenever you're watching this, and I will catch you next time.